Hello, welcome once again to my channel. This is the before and after photo, and here I'm going to teach you how to smudge a low photo quality to a photo quality in a smudge tool. So if today is your first time, you can click on subscribe button and notification bell to get notified on every of my posts in this channel. Well, yes, our photo I've already smudged, but not completely. These are all the layers, and each of them contains their blend modes. So from here, I just switch off the eyes of the layers so that you can just see how I started from. So here, to get up to this level, what I did is just the normal smudging process or procedure, but I changed some little things in it, like the head area on that layer at the top. I duplicated it into two places. So the first head, I set the blend mode to it, of it to soft light, then I reduce opacity. Then the last one, I made it to be multiply. That's for that head I'm moving, so I just duplicate that one into two. What I did here is just a normal smudge tone. It's nothing you can just be confused about. It's just that I change most of the blend modes because of the way the photo is. It's not that clear, so I just change little things in it, so you can just look from the layers and apply same to your own, and from there it will look more clearer than the original image. So just look, these are for the teeth, and that's the eye. So I just turn off this original one at the bottom, so you can see how it appears on the plane mode. So I'll merge these two together, and I check on other layers to see if there's any other adjustment I can make. Well, there's no other place for me to adjust. I can just only merge these two hairs together, but it doesn't really mean anything. So I just go down to the last layer, tap it, and you see how it appears here. I still need to do some adjustments for the clothes, but that will be later. So, but now I'll just go to that head I cut out, which is at the top over there. Switch it off. You can see how it appears. So I try to reduce opacity to see if I can do any more adjustments or to know what to do next. So yeah, I can see how it appears. It's coming out nicely. So I just duplicate it and set it to multiply. There you see what it shows. Somehow darker. So I try other blend modes, and it's still coming out nicely. So I have to duplicate that layer and turn off the one below. So first layer, soft light, then last one, multiply. I'm still testing other plane modes to see how it comes out. Then I reduce opacity for multiply to 26. That one will be okay. Then for soft light, maybe I should leave it at 100. And from here you can see the photo is now clear. You can now see the face very well in this smudge. Now I've already done the teeth. I'll just set the blend mode for that to soft light, and next thing is just to paint on this image so that it will look like a real painting. So yeah, my new technique here is just pastel tool painting. That's my new technique in smudge tool. So on the smudge tool, it will just look like a real painting when using your pastel tool, which is your pastel tool brush. So now let's begin our work now. Let's get started. Now turn on the last image layer and duplicate it. Then create a new layer and select your first pen tool on the traditional board. Select white color and draw on that new layer as you see me do over here. Over here you can set the label of that layer so that you can identify it or to differentiate it from other layers, not to look like as if it's an empty layer. So you create a new one for the black area of the hand shirt and set it to soft light, just like you did for the white clothes. So next I want to try same thing I did for the face on the cloth. So that last layer, I just duplicate it and test some blend modes to see how it will appear, and it came out nice. So I have to delete one layer from there and remain this one, that's outline blue. So I just select the eraser tool and clean up the head of that layer. But while erasing, you have to reduce the size of the eraser. But if I'm erasing this head like this, you won't understand what I'm doing. So I'll just go and turn off the face layers, everything on it, so that as I'm erasing, you'll be able to see what I'm doing. But I guess I did an error there, and then I just corrected it. So now go back and test that blend mode again. I duplicate it and set it to this blend mode. First one soft light, second one multiply. Next I go back to open up the eyes of the layers I switched off earlier on. So yeah, I'm just want to create some outlines for the shirt, so I create a new layer above the cloth layer and I start drawing out outlines for the full area of the clothes. So after drawing the lines, I select my smudge brush to smudge the lines to have a smoother edge, and then I set the sketch layer to blend multiply. Next, I create a new layer below the sketch layer. Just drag that below it and select this pastel tool brush for the coloring, because we are now going to start painting. So I just use black to paint a little on the shirt and select white for the whiter areas of the shirt also. So from here you can select other two brushes of the pastel. I'll just use this last two here. Yes, this one will give me a perfect color, so I just go and select the skin color and set it to a darker one. I just drag it down a little. Then just use this tool. Watch how it appears on the skin. You can see how it blends with it by little. So you can just reduce brush and increase brush depending on the areas you're painting. You can select different colors also. You can draw strokes anywhere, but let it follow the shade of the image. be working for the background. So just create a new layer below that and paint the color over there as well different shades also, and apply for the background. So there, keep on painting, but in case the colors spilled into the work I did, I just have to use eraser tool to erase it out. And there, that's it. Next, I just create new layers, use that same tool, I start laying colors on the shirts, different shades. Also, just like the way you did on the body, but not that much so that it won't change the work and make it look rigid. Next thing we'll be working here is the lips. So select your first pen tool under traditional and select red and draw out the lip. So from here, follow my work. Lastly, we are working on the hair. We just want to detail it, so just watch carefully the kind of brush you are supposed to use.